Right, try this again. Third time I've tried this. Since it's cold and about -6 where I am, I went to pick up this radio control collection. The helicopters are downstairs. I just don't have any room for them up here. This is a Condor Pro race buggy. It's got all the optional extras, all the upgraded motor and everything. It doesn't have a pull start on it. So how am I going to start this? I might need a start box. But it's been stood a very long time. All the screws are rusty. Don't know if the motor turns over. I'll have to figure that one out. If it doesn't, I've got plenty of spare nitro motors, including new ones. I think he ran it with dry shocks because they barely move and seized up. I've got a complete spare chassis. I've got spare wheels, spare bits, spare engine parts, and brand new spares for what I'm about to show you. Now this is what I wanted. Didn't care about the little bits on the helicopters. This is what I wanted. The light's not exactly good. Hang on a second and I'll flick the switch and put the main lights on. That's better. Pain in the arse having a light switch outside. Now this is a 1/5 scale. There you go, that's what it is. It's a River Hobbies Blaze. Body's seen better days, admittedly. That comes off. And the wing has fallen off. He's ripped it off because there's no fittings on the ring. He bought a chainsaw for the carb to swap the carb out. I think because it doesn't work, so I'm thinking it just needs stripping and rebuilding. Looking at the state of it, it probably does. The engine does pull over, and this is sitting on the edge of my bench. The fuel tank, if you can see it, has got jelly in it, which I'm going to have to clean out. Oh yeah, he left the battery in it. All the screws are rotten and need swapping out. But the servos, including that big monstrous 5th servo, all work, which is a good thing. The radio, I got the radios for them and I just chucked them in the bin along with the receiver because they're crystal. Gives you an idea how off it. The springs do move, but I got a funny feeling the shocks are going to have to be rebuilt. I'm going to rebuild it, clean it, and this guy's a fanatic for blinking Meccano. He put side trays on it, protection, good idea, but he used Meccano. I haven't seen Meccano since I was a kid. That was 40 years ago. Near enough. He's even put it on the front of that as a bash plate because he's bent it. This thing is very heavy. So I got an instruction book in German, an instruction book in English, and I got this beast. And believe me, it's a beast. But it rolls. I can't roll it on the desk because everything's in the way. I told you I need a bigger desk. The tyres are nice and soft. It's got wheels on it. So I've got plenty of grip on the tyres. But I've got a funny feeling. The engine's alright. Chassis alright, it's not bent. Steering's working fine. I think I might swap all the servos out for digital high-speed servos. Just so it turns a bit better. I think that's what my plan is. I'm going to have to dismantle it and clean it all. Get the tank out. And clean that. It needs it. The hose, the fuel hoses and everything are solid, so I'm going to have to swap all of them out and swap all the pipes and things, I think. New shock oil, shocks seem fine, just rebuild, clean, and everything. I'm going to need a new battery, whatever that is. Mind you, if I'm putting digital servos and stuff in, I might put a lipo in. And these lipos will last longer in this thing. So I don't think that battery will last long, and looking at the state of it, I really don't want to try and use it. That's been in there a very long time. You can see by the rust in the screws. I think I'm going to end up taking everything off the chassis, stripping it all down. And putting new servos in. Just for those screws. I mean, it's going to be fun getting them things out. But if you want, if you've got stubborn screws, these things, Nipex, they are fantastic pliers. But the secret is they have these things on the end. So stubborn screws that don't come out and you've got to try and drill them out, if you can get these in, they're great. I was fed up of snapping screws out, cheap screws, and not being able to get them out. And I saw somebody on YouTube using a pair of these. So I bought a pair. And they're fantastic. One of my best buys of the year this year. But I've got a funny feeling I'm going to end up crying trying to take this lot apart. I might get a new fuel tank because I've just spotted that. That is not good. So, time to strip down and rebuild. Oh God, what have I done?